Thank you for coming today. Since this might be the first time you're watching these videos, I am a Buddhist teacher. I teach Buddhism for free for all of you, and this is where I learn, purelandschool.com. So last time I was answering a couple questions of one of my students, and there was this concept of meditation, which is very misunderstood these days. And so today I want to explain in detail the purpose or the origin of meditation. So when talking about Buddhism, we have two kinds of Buddhism. There are many branches and schools and so, but there's basically two kinds of Buddhism. And the first kind would be Buddhism of sages, and the second one would be Pure Land Buddhism. Okay, what I teach, what I learn is Pure Land Buddhism. But today I will talk a little bit more about Buddhism of sages. So Buddhism of sages is about the ascetic practices. Ascetic practices are like, for example, someone who goes living into a temple in the hills, you know, like far away from people, with masters and other people practicing these ascetic practices and trying to attain enlightenment. Because the purpose of Buddhism is to attain enlightenment. That's the reason people listen to Buddhism. Now, what is enlightenment? People have also same problem as meditation. People also have a vague or a wrong idea of what enlightenment is. Like, people use it for common situations, like, oh, you remember that? Oh, then you got enlightened or something. It's so funny, but enlightenment is a Buddhist term. Okay, there are many Buddhist terms, and this is very important for you to understand that sometimes, many times, Buddhist terms or Buddhist concepts are called the same as in common use, but they have a totally different meaning. So, of course, you can notice that this concept is a Buddhist term because there is no like a definition for this concept in the dictionary or for daily use. People use it in the way they like. But this is a very important word, and I will talk about this maybe next time. If you don't have a question about what I will talk today, I can talk about what enlightenment is. But the purpose of Buddhism is to attain enlightenment, and there is basically two ways. That's why there is two kinds of Buddhism. So the first one is Buddhism of sages, which is ascetic practices, is restraining yourself from all kinds of bad deeds, desire, anger, all of the wrong or the bad deeds that you can do either with your mouth, but say lying, you know, saying bad words, whatever, with your body, of course, like stealing, killing, not killing animals, not eating meat, for example, like basic stuff. Also, try not to have bad thoughts, and this is the most difficult one, I think. I mean, the day is too long not to have one negative thought. But this is actually the hard path, the hard way of attaining enlightenment. Buddhism of sages is really hard because it's in our nature, in our human nature, is very natural to have one or two negative thoughts, even though we don't want to. So this path is really hard. It's really hard to attain enlightenment in this way, even in one lifetime. I mean, even if people can do this or used to do this in the past. Sorry, this is falling. It's kind of windy today. It's hard because there is like a scale in enlightenment. There is like stages. Okay, it's like a mountain. When you reach the top of the mountain, you reach full enlightenment, or the enlightenment of Buddha, or perfect enlightenment. There are many synonyms for this, for many things in Buddhism. And this is the purpose, like this is what everyone wants, people who know about this. I am explaining this to you, so you may want to be interested in pursuing this. Good news for you is you don't have to do this. It doesn't have to be that hard. I will explain why. But today I will talk about the origin of meditation. So in Buddhism sages, you are trying to do, because of law of cause and effect that I explained in the previous video, which is basically, again I have to explain, because maybe you are new watching this. The law of cause and effect is the foundation of Buddhism, and explains that every seed you plant, they will bring a tree. I mean, they will bring about an effect. So for every cause there is an effect. This is the law of cause and effect, also called the law of karma. So when you have a negative thought, something negative, something you don't want to happen, will happen to you in the future, in this life or in a future life. So when you really understand this, you don't want to do anything bad at all. This is called discard the bad, practice the good. But it's very hard to do so. So in Buddhism of sages, you have to restrain yourself from all kinds of bad deeds and just practice the good. And meditation would be one of those practices. Also reading or chanting sutras and other things. But this is a really hard path. Some people who may have attained enlightenment may have taken longer than one lifetime. That means they reach a certain level in one lifetime, they died, they are reborn, and they continue this practice until they reach the top of the mountain. But it's so hard. And all of the masters of Pure Land Buddhism, which is what I learn and teach, they all recommend us to practice Pure Land Buddhism because it's way easier. And we are actually not supposed to do these hard practices, because, I mean, why to do the hard way when you can do the easy way, right? But sorry, it's like this is a big word that like there are so many things I can explain, and I need to focus on the question. So the question was about meditation. So nowadays people think of meditation in a very misunderstood way. They think meditation is about, like, you know, connecting with yourself. Oh, sorry. Connecting with yourself, not feeling stressed, feeling better, like peace of mind and so on. But these are only side effects or secondary effects of the practice of meditation. But the real purpose of meditation is to attain enlightenment. That's the purpose, that's the origin of meditation. If you feel like peace of mind and so on when practicing, that's a secondary effect. It's like riding a bicycle. When you see someone riding a bicycle, that someone is probably going somewhere, right? That's the purpose to ride the bicycle. It's the purpose of transport. If there is no bicycle, you take the bus or you walk, right? Sorry about this. But it's not the purpose of riding the bicycle to feel the wind, you know, to do exercise. If you ride a bicycle for that, it means you have free time and you want to use your free time for that reason. You want to grab your bicycle, go and feel better. That would be meditation these days, when misunderstood. People think it's like, oh yeah, something nice, you know, riding a bicycle, let's do meditation, let's feel better today. No, the origin of the real purpose of meditation is to attain enlightenment. Okay, so about this because I want to start teaching a little bit more, but not. I don't want to make so many like a very long video because you might get tired or you might be busy. That's why I choose Sundays to upload a video every Sunday, just a little bit. But I want to explain before this video ends about these two concepts, which are jiriki and tairiki. So jiriki, this is Japanese, and well, Buddhism comes from India, right? So why Japanese? Because Buddhism traveled or was translated into Chinese, and from Chinese then got to Japan. So that's why these concepts are Japanese terms, but it doesn't mean Buddhism is from Japan. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so jiriki means self-power, and tairiki means other power. Jiriki means self-power in the sense of attaining enlightenment through self-power, through own effort. It means doing ascetic practices until the point you have enough positive karma, made from good deeds, until you can reach enlightenment or attain enlightenment. And tairiki is to, instead of self-power, it's other power. So it's not your power, it's not you attaining enlightenment, it's you, how can I say this? It's the power of Buddha getting to you. It's like you open a window. You open the window, the curtains, and there is light that comes. You need to know where the curtains are, how to open them, and then light comes right in, and you attain enlightenment. So that's the easy path, or that's Pure Land Buddhism. I'm not saying it's super easy, but it's way easier than Buddhism of sages. And also there is another very important difference, that in these times we are living, this path is no longer available as for attaining enlightenment. Of course, there are still some schools here and there doing ascetic practices, but none of those people are attaining enlightenment, because we are living in a, I will talk about this next time, but we are living in a time that is no longer possible to attain enlightenment through Buddhism of sages. That's very important to clarify. So maybe if you don't have another question, a personal question or whatever, I will talk about that next time. Why is it not possible to attain enlightenment through meditation or through Buddhism of sages? Very important. So that's the difference between jiriki and tairiki. So here you save yourself, basically, and here you are saved by Buddha. Okay? Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. See you next time.